Welcome back to Midwest Backyard Barbecue. Tonight we're going to end up doing the first brisket that I've ever done. This should be kind of interesting. I'm not super excited about the cut just because of getting out of the packaging. It's been in our freezer a while because I haven't been wanting to do a 12-hour cook on my offset or more, 12, 16-hour cook on my offset. So now that I have a pellet smoker, I thought, why the heck not? So we got this out. I went ahead and trimmed it already. There really wasn't much to do as far as the trimming goes because the butcher did a pretty decent job. I just kind of rounded the edges up and stuff so there's not any sharp corners, and then took a little bit of fat off where it looked like it wasn't good fat, didn't feel good, but I saved all the fat that I cut off. You can see that's all my trimmings, and I'm going to end up throwing that in the smoker with it and try and make my own beef tallow to put in it when I wrap it. Go ahead and get in to seasoning it. Once again, Kinder's the blend, just salt, pepper, garlic. Like so far, haven't found a Kinder seasoning I don't like. Alright, so we got it seasoned, got all the sides. We'll kind of let that sit for 15 minutes or so. Let it start sweating out and adhering some of that seasoning to it. And then we'll go ahead and get it on the smoker. I'll get it set to probably 225 with it being close to midnight starting it. And then check it at about 7 o'clock in the morning. So we'll show getting it on. And I'll let you know if I add a little bit of seasoning to it after it kind of sweats out, make sure there's no bald spots or anything like that. But yeah, we'll get the grill going and take it from there. Just some things I see already right now. I don't doubt that the flavor of the seasoning is going to taste good. It's just not quite what I was expecting with being a salt, pepper, garlic. It probably should be more garlic, salt, and then pepper, because it doesn't have that salt and pepper look to it like I was going for. I was going for more of a Texas brisket. Like I said earlier, not super happy with how the brisket looked after I got it out of the packaging, but we're just gonna go with it. Some people maybe would choose to not post a video like this. I'm hoping it still turns out excellent. We'll see. If it fails, I'm still gonna post it. You guys can say whatever you want to. I'm open for comments, suggestions, anything like that. Obviously, a fresher cut of meat, that's step one. So yeah, right now we're gonna go ahead and get it on the grill. I'm gonna cook at 225 because being 29 degrees outside, I figure the grill's probably gonna run just a few degrees colder. So since it's gonna be overnight, I don't want to get it cooking too fast. I'll have my temperature probe in it so that I can kind of keep an eye on that and have some alarms set on my Maverick wireless temperature probe. And that way if it starts climbing too fast or something, or it gets up higher than I was expecting it to faster, then I'll wake up and I can deal with it then. But we'll go from there, get it on the grill, just see how it does overnight. Alright, now we're back. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Brisket was on all night. We're going to see how it turns out. Internal temperatures up to like 176, 175. I was kind of using the push test with some of the fat. There wasn't a whole lot of fat on it to go off of. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it and just continue to see how it turns out. So I've got 2 pieces of butcher paper here.
We're gonna use that. I didn't get much tallow out of this, but we're gonna go ahead and drizzle it on here a little bit. Grab this. Go ahead and set it on there. And from everything I've seen, I'm gonna go ahead and dump some of these juices on there too. Everything I've seen, it's just like swallowing a baby. Trying to keep it all nice and tight. Alright, now we'll get it back out on the smoker and we'll go ahead and leave the temp at 225. Like I said, internal right now at 175. So we'll just try and get it up to somewhere above 200, and we'll kind of see how long the cook takes to figure out what the final temp I'm going to have it be. And then we'll get it in and let it rest.
We're here and gonna get into the brisket. Hopefully it's good and I don't get roasted too bad on here. If you hear background noise, I got family over. We're waiting to enjoy this or order pizza. So we're gonna get it unwrapped. The paper's nice and wet. Let's see. So I did something that a lot of the bark came off. I'll go ahead and kind of cut down between the two muscles here. Nice and juicy. That's a good sign. That's what I was worried about. The bark I can deal with. So, we'll go ahead and trim up a couple pieces. Got a decent amount of smoke into it. We'll go ahead and take a bite. That's good. Not going to win any awards, but for having the family eat it, that works. So it was on. I put it on last night at midnight at 225 on the grill, because it's either 225 or 180 for my grill. Then I got up this morning. Once it got up to about 175, I kind of felt the fat, and to see when that was rendered down to where I would want it to be. Wrapped it, threw it back on. It was about 11 o'clock. I took it off. It got up to about 205 in the point, and I didn't really check the flat. But that would have probably been 210 or so. I took it off, set it on the counter to cool down for about 20 minutes. Threw it in the cooler to rest. And now here it is 4 o'clock, so I had about 5 hours of rest time. And it's ready to eat. We're gonna enjoy.
These guys are recording some silent.